Hey crypto friends, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today guys, I'm going to go through all of the similarities and differences between the KuCoin and MEXC cryptocurrency exchanges, where I'm going to talk about everything from trade fees to popular features and pretty much everything else there is to know about these two exchanges, you guys. So before I go ahead and get started, you guys, I do have to legally let you guys know I am a MEXC partner. It is it's the main cryptocurrency exchange that I use to do all of my trading and stuff like that. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, there's a link in the video description down below this video. But I have to promise you, I will promise you that this video has nothing to do with me leaning one way or another for for MEXC, okay? I'm going to be completely 100% honest about both because both exchanges are great and I do use both of them, you guys. I do currently actively use KuCoin as well, but I am not a partner with KuCoin, okay? So guys, let's check this out. So as many of you guys know, for those of you who do know me, I have done a giant comparison list between all of the major centralized exchanges in the cryptocurrency space. Now, a lot of you are probably going to say there's a lot more exchanges than this. I mean, and yes, there is, but these are what I would consider the main top tier exchanges that most people use, where most of the volume is being held, you guys. So that is the reason why I only added all of these, okay? So realistically here, we're going to be looking at MEXC and KuCoin, okay? So first we're going to take a look at this and go through some of this stuff, and then we are going to go look on the actual exchange websites and take a look at some similarities and differences there, you guys. So as far as, people in the United States, okay? So here's the thing, you guys. There's a thing in the United States where basically people in the United States can't use certain exchanges. Okay, for instance, people in the United States, we can't use the regular Binance app, and we can't use the regular FTX app. We can't use Gate.io anymore. We can't use Bitfinex. We can't use Huobi Global. So realistically here, if you're in the United States, there's some exchanges that you just cannot use, okay? But MEXC and KuCoin are both allowed to be able to be used by people in the United States, okay? So that is nice to see, all right? So realistically here, you guys, whether you're in the United States or you're outside of the United States, everybody can use both MEXC and KuCoin, okay? So the first thing we're going to go over is KYC requirements, okay? So if you're looking for an exchange where you don't have to fork over your personal information just to be able to trade, MEXC is going to be the one that you're going to want to do, okay? MEXC does not require you to give KYC, okay? But it is recommended if, you are trading up to a certain amount, okay? And I think that amount on MEXC is about 10 Bitcoin worth, I believe, which most people that I know aren't trading 10 Bitcoin worth of cryptocurrency. So that's not even going to be an issue, okay? For most people anyway. Now in KuCoin, you are going to have to fork over your personal information to be able to trade on a regular basis, okay? Which, obviously, if that's not a big deal to you, then hey, go right ahead. KuCoin is definitely fine, okay? But there's a lot of people out there where they just don't want to fork over their personal information just to be able to trade, okay? So that kind of stinks, all right? Now, as far as trade fees are concerned, on MEXC, you're going to pay an average of 0.2% for taker fees on, on whatever coins you're trading. Okay. On KuCoin, you're only going to pay 0.1%. Okay. So it's definitely cheaper than MEXC as well. So there you go. You've got a +1 there. All right. Now, as far as coins supported, right now at the time of me filming this video, MEXC supports 1,480 coins, and KuCoin only supports about a little more than half of that at 725 coins, okay? Now, here's the thing, you guys. This is another big reason why I personally love the MEXC exchange, okay? Simply because they allow so many different coins to be traded, okay? I mean, we're looking at 1,483 coins that they support, all right? And they're adding new coins on literally a weekly basis. So if you're one of those types of people like me who wants, as many coins as possible to be able to trade, then hey, again, MEXC is going to be your option. If, the amount of coins doesn't really matter, KuCoin is going to be your answer, okay? Now, as far as built-in indicators go within the exchange itself, MEXC supports 50+ indicators from TradingView, and KuCoin does as well. So they pretty much stack up the same there as well. Now, as far as deposit types go, when you're depositing cryptocurrency or depositing money into MEXC, here's the thing with MEXC, okay? With MEXC, if you want to deposit using your bank, credit card, whatever, you can. You can go ahead and do that. But if you do it that way, you are gonna have to you're gonna have to do KYC. Okay, if you want to buy cryptocurrency on the MEXC exchange, you're gonna have to fork over your personal information and do KYC. Okay, the only time that you don't have to do KYC requirements is if you're sending USDT over to MEXC and trading from there. Okay, the only time you have to do KYC requirements on MEXC is if you're buying it directly on the exchange itself. Okay, now KuCoin, again, KuCoin, they only allow debit and credit card, okay? But on MEXC, they allow bank transfers, they allow debit and credit cards, they allow a few other ways as well. So as you guys can see, let's check this out. So as far as buying crypto on MEXC, see, they've got debit card, they also have a global bank transfer, they also have P2P trading, which honestly, I don't think many people do that, to be brutally honest with you. Then they've also got third-party payments as well, which obviously if you're doing a third-party payment through one of these, then obviously you're gonna have to fork over, personal KYC requirements as well. But as far as KuCoin goes, you guys, they basically just have a, peer-to-peer. They have peer-to-peer just like on MEXC, and they also have third-party, just like MEXC did as well. And they also have fast trade with, or you can buy crypto with, with your debit and credit card as well. And that's pretty much it. Okay, the only thing that KuCoin doesn't have that MEXC does have is global bank transfer, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, you guys, they're pretty much the same as far as deposit types go. Okay. Now, as far as launch pads go, they both have a launch pad as well. If you guys are not familiar with a launch pad, pretty much a launch pad is a place for new projects to be able to launch their new tokens on. Okay, so new tokens need an exchange to launch their token on. They can do it both on MEXC and KuCoin, so that's nice to see as well, you guys. Now, as far as support rating goes, again, they both stack up about the same. I have used the support system on both exchanges. Both KuCoin and MEXC, they both stack up very well as far as contacting support and getting support from an actual person, so that's nice to see. Realistically here, you guys, when I had questions, I literally had questions for both of them, and they literally both helped me out in pretty much the same amount of time, usually within about 2 to 3 hours. And realistically here, you guys, it was pretty nice because they were real people, and I could tell that they were real people that were talking to me, so that was nice to see as well. Now, as far as other useful features, we will go through all the different features, but as you guys can see, I wrote too many to list on both of them, simply because they both have so many different features, okay? Now, as far as best feature goes, for MEXC, I put most altcoins to trade because, for me personally, I don't know what it's like for everybody else, you guys, but for me personally, I love having a bunch of different coins to trade, okay? So the more the better for me, to be brutally honest with you. And, I personally like to trade all the new altcoins that, show up on the exchange because they usually take off pretty quickly within the first, couple hours or so. So I like to get in on those if I can. And they usually add more on a weekly basis. So, hey, I've got all kinds of chances to make all kinds of good money on there. So if you're into that sort of thing and you want the most coins to trade, MEXC is going to be your best bet. Other than that, KuCoin, they've got a pretty lucrative trading bot on there, okay, you guys? Basically, this bot is making trades for you on a regular basis, and it's following different trading strategies that are already pre-built in. So that's pretty nice as well, you guys. But overall, I would have to say that is KuCoin's overall best feature. So now, as far as the other useful features go, you guys, we're going to take a look at these side by side, okay? So let me see if we can do this. Okay, so as far as earning goes, as you guys can clearly see, MEXC Global has a launchpad. They've got a Kickstarter where you can vote for your favorite projects and you can receive rewards. They've also got a thing called M-Day, where you get airdrops for holding MX tokens. MX token is the MEXC Global token, and trading crypto. So you can literally get airdrops just for trading crypto. It's pretty nice, actually. And then they've got MX DeFi, where you can mine rewards with your tokens, and there's also staking involved in there as well. They offer both fixed staking, and they also offer limited time staking as well. And then they've also got the MX zone as well, where there's privileges and rewards for MX token holders, which is pretty decent. Then they also have slot auctions where you can participate in DOT and Kusama parachain auctions and governance voting as well. Then they also have assessment zone voting, where you can vote for renewal and earn rewards. And they also have regular staking also. And they have Ethereum 2.0 staking also, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and check out their staking real quick, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to be pretty interested in that, or, you know, most people are going to be. A lot of people like to stake these days for good reason too. So as you guys can see, they do have locked staking and flexible staking. Locked staking means you pretty much have to lock your amount that you're staking. You have to lock it in for a certain amount of time. As you guys can see here, if you want to do Polkadot, you have to lock it in for at least 30 days minimum, and you're going to earn about 5 to 8% roughly. But it's the same for all of these. Now, if you don't want to have to lock your crypto in, you can do flexible staking, and you can stake you know, pretty much however much you want, whenever you want. But the rewards are a lot smaller here when you do flexible staking, which makes sense, obviously. But overall here, you guys, they have all kinds of different staking opportunities. So if you're into that sort of thing, go right ahead. In addition, you guys, MEXC also has, you can trade futures as well, both against USDT or any other coin that you have in your portfolio as well. So that's nice as well. And they also have a demo section where you can pretty much you can trade futures on, you know, pretty much a demo basis, just to get the kind of the hang of things. They also have ETFs as well, so that's nice to see also. And MEXC Global also has a thing called copy trade, where you can literally make the same exact trades that other people are making. Pretty much if you follow them, you can start to make the same trades that other people are making here. Obviously, you can see here, this guy has a, you know, an ROI of an average ROI right now of 12.34%, a 50% win rate. So as you guys can see here, and he's got 28 people following him. So this is generally the general gist of things, you guys. You can go ahead and you can follow exactly the same things that they are trading. So that's pretty cool to see, to be honest with you. But I would be weary there on that sort of thing. That's a little bit of a risky type of thing, because you're kind of putting your money in the hands of other people, and that's a little bit risky, to be honest with you. Another thing that's awesome about MEXC is they also have margin trading as well. So again, if you're not familiar with margin trading, you guys, margin trading is pretty much where, let's say you have $1,000. Let's say you have $1,000, but you want to add another $1,000 to it. If you're confident about a trade coming up, you can do a margin trade, and you can basically add another $1,000. Basically what you're doing is you're borrowing $1,000, an extra $1,000 from the exchange. So instead of going into this trade with $1,000, you're going into it with $2,000, okay? Your $1,000 plus their $1,000, okay? Basically what you're doing, if you are very confident about a trade, and let's say this trade gives you a $5,000 profit, okay? So out of that $5,000 profit, okay, so you bought in with $2,000, $1,000 of yours, $1,000 of MEXC's, okay? So out of that $5,000 profit that you just made, you would have a total of $7,000. Now, out of that $7,000, you guys, or that $5,000 profit, you would have to take out $1,000. You would have to take out the $1,000 that you borrowed from MEXC Global, and then you would have to pay yourself back, you know, obviously, for the principal $1,000 that you put into the trade itself. So realistically, you made a $3,000 profit off of that $2,000 trade that you did, you know, that you borrowed from MEXC. So realistically here, you guys, you can definitely make some pretty darn good money from margin trading as well. So that's nice to see also. And as you guys can see, KuCoin has margin trading as well. And as you guys can also see, KuCoin also has a trading bot also, which again was the what I mentioned on here was their overall best feature, because realistically, you guys, it really is. I mean, you can earn passive income without monitoring the market, as it says here, and that's because this trading bot is trading for you all day, every day, okay, or however often you want, whatever. And you can also convert from crypto to crypto as well, so that's pretty cool too. In addition here, you guys, they also have derivatives as well on KuCoin. And there's also, just like MEXC, you guys, there's also many different ways that you can earn through KuCoin as well. So they've got crypto lending. You can lend out crypto and earn interest. That's pretty darn cool. They've also got KuCoin Earn. You can invest and earn stable profits through a professional asset manager. Then they've got the Spotlight KuCoin token launch platform. That's pretty much like their launch pad that I was mentioning. And then they've got KCS Bonus, which KCS is KuCoin's main token for their exchange, where you hold KCS to earn daily bonuses. So that's pretty nice to see. And, you know, they've got a KuCoin pool as well, so you can empower hash rate to realize gains. So you can make some profits there. They got KuCoin Win, where you can reap large profits with small investments, and then cloud mining as well, you guys. They've also have NFT stuff, okay? So you can buy, sell, swap NFTs instantly as well through here, through WinVein. And then they've got an NFT launch platform as well. So for new NFT projects that are launching, obviously they have to be vetted first by the KuCoin exchange, which is nice because that basically tells you that, you know, if they're launching through a reputable exchange like KuCoin, then they are probably going to be a legitimate project that's not going to end up rugging, okay? So that's nice to see also, you guys. They've got an NFT launch platform. And then they also have fractional NFTs as well, which is the easiest way to invest in blue chip NFTs, where you can basically buy fractions of blue chip NFTs that already exist, which is something that is very, very nice, to be honest with you guys. And then they've got their KuCoin wallet, which is a self-custody wallet and a gateway to the Web3 world overall. So realistically here, you guys, you can clearly see that there are some very good pros and cons to each exchange here, you guys. KuCoin definitely has a lot of awesome features for people to use, okay? And realistically, MEXC does as well. So overall here, you guys, both exchanges are very, very good exchanges to use, okay? Again, when I started this video, I didn't make this video to try to say MEXC is better than KuCoin just because I'm a partner of MEXC, okay? This video is all about me putting them side by side and going through each feature, you know, one by one, and literally seeing, you know, how they exactly put up to each other. And as we can see here, you guys, realistically, a lot of the biggest differences between these two exchange falls down to the overall different types of features that each one has, okay? So obviously, if crypto lending is a big thing for you, you're going to want to go with KuCoin instead of MEXC, okay? Because MEXC doesn't have lending, okay? So overall here, you guys, as you guys can clearly see, there's many different things that each trading platform or each cryptocurrency exchange offers, okay? But again, if your big thing is to, a lot of the big differences between these two exchanges is KuCoin doesn't have as many coins as MEXC does, and as far as trading fees go, KuCoin has a cheaper trading fee than MEXC. But on MEXC, you don't have to fork over your personal information just to be able to trade, okay? So as you guys can see, you guys, these are pretty much the only three differences between both of the three main trading differences that have to do with trading between both exchanges, okay? The KYC requirements, the trade fees, and the coins supported. Other than that, you guys, they're pretty much the same type of cryptocurrency exchange. They really are. They just offer a little bit of a different set of features, and that's pretty much it here, you guys. Again, if you want to go ahead and give KuCoin a try, you guys, there's a link in the video description down below this video. Other than that, you guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this video, so I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But hey, again, guys, before you guys leave, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey, guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the comment section of my future videos.